Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Khaidir. I from class 1 reguler B, nursing Soetomo. I will explain about complemen. Complement in English is a material that can be said to be very important for us to know. This is because complement is closely to the integrity of the meaning of a sentence. The word complement, if we translate into Indonesia, means complement. But in my opinion, even though this material is called supplement, it does not mean that excitus in sentence is optional because a sentence that requires complement will actually fill the meaning incompletely if the complement is not included or raised. Complement in English can be divided into several types. On this occasion, I will briefly review a type of complement along with a few examples. Type of example in English are subject complement, their complement, and also object complement. Now let's study in broad term what English is complementary. Complement. What is meant by complement is word of more the servers to complete of the meaning or provide information to the subject, verb, and also object. From here comes to the three types of complement that I mentioned above. Only based on this understanding of complement, I'm sure my friend still has no idea what called complement. Now to answer your cross three below, I will briefly explain the explanation of each type of complement in English that I complete also with example. Please listen. Subject complement. But simple, what is meant by subject complement is word on phrase that give us information on the subject of a sentence. A subject complement will always follow a linking verb such as to be, a feel, to become, to taste, to smell, to look, and also to appear. So you can understand the meaning of the subject complement. We consider the following example. Example subject complement. We can see in my part, Mr. Citation is writer. Yes. In this case, the direction is subject, is verb, writer is noun. In this example, test about the subject complement is a writer. Do you know the reason? Of course, the answer because the phrase of writer provide description the subject sentence, which in the case Mr. Dicta with extension of subject complement, non-subject complement. The sentence has complete meaning. Imagine if we cut the sentence to the limit of Mr. Dictation. Of course, we'll wonder why, in that or who is the really. From the above explanation, maybe you start to dare to consider that means that the subject complement from the example above can be replaced with other information. Yes, your inclusion is absolutely right, buddy. We can just replace with Mr. Dicta is handsome or Mr. Dicta is kind and so on. How is it clear about subject complement? Verb complement. Verb complement is a word of group of words that completes the verb meaning in a sentence. Simple stated, what is included in verb complement is the object of the sentence. Whether is direct object or indirect object. I'm sure my friend has understood what direct object and indirect object are. Therefore, I'm also sure my friend will immediately understand now with verb complement. To be sure, let's look at the example of verb complement below. Example of verb complement. In this case, we can look. I love singing. I is subject, love is verb, singing is noun. example above sentence above the verb complement is singing, remember, even though is in the form of ing, the word singing her function as a ground, meaning that in is considered a noun which makes it capable of being an object. What about the other form of object? Can it also be verb complement? The answer, of course. Once again, remember, friend verb complement is an object of verb. Whatever is verb. Object complement. What is meant of object complement is adjective noun that appears after a direct object in sentence and provides a description of the direct object. The important thing, uncut we know about this complement object is that some verb allow the use of supplement object in sentences. Some of the example are complement, call, those, elect, make, and name to be clear. Consider following example of the complement object. Simple object complement. In this case, we see the class member elected are their leader. In the example above, the object of complement is their leader. This is because the phrase their leader is complement that gives information to the object, which in the example is our friend. A brief simple explanation of complement in English style. I hope the information contained in this article can be easily understood too by you. Remember, you can also study is the above table of complement in more depth by visiting specific article that discuss them separately. Thank you very much for your visit today. Hopeful what a present is useful. See you again.